So today we'll be making a bonnet with a band and not elastic. This is very convenient and also helps with edge control. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. So let's get started. So for this fabric I have this is 25 by 12.5 here. This is folded into two, so I have 25 by 25 here. I want to make a moderately sized bonnet. You can make it a bit smaller and you can make it a bit bigger, but I just want a moderately sized bonnet. Then for these I have 21 inches here. The circumference of my head is 22, but because this fabric is stretchy, so I decided to reduce it by an inch. So by the time I sew again, I'll finally arrive at 20 inches. So the first thing I'll do is to cut a full circle from this fabric. So I'll just fold it into 4 this way. So I have 12 by 5, 12.5 by 12.5. So that's the measurement I'm going to use to make this bonnet. So let's start measuring. So from here to here, this is 12.5. Then the 0 mark will be at the edge here. I'll shift my tape measure up 12.5, placing the 0 mark here, 12.5. And finally 12.5. So the next thing we need to do is to join these marks we've made here. So I'll be joining these. So the next thing I'll do is just to cut out what I have just joined. So we have a full circle here. If you want to make your circle skirt, we're going to use the same method. We will do that one day. So the next thing we're going to do is that, remember I said that the circumference of my head is 22. So we're going to make gathers. We're going to run a stitch, loose stitch round this edge. Then we pull till I get the 22 inches for my head. So I'll take this to my machine now. I'll try and run some loose stitches round the edge of this circle. You can also use your needle and thread if you don't have a machine to do the gathers. So but I'll go to make it faster. I'll go and use the machine, and so I'll be right back. So the next thing I'm going to do is to pull this thread. This is where I started from. This is where I ended. So I'm just going to pull this thread gently. The threads we have here are so delicate, so I'm just going to pull gently so that it doesn't cut. You have to be so careful about it. Or you can run the stitches twice. And there are also some presser foot for this purpose. I have 2 of them here, but just because this is beginner friendly, that's why I'm going demonstrating how to use gathers instead of using the presser foot. So as you pull, once you get to a point, you have to measure to see if you have gotten the correct measurement. So I'll just go ahead and measure this and check if I have my 22 already. So now I have my 22 inches. So the next thing I'm going to do is just to tie this end, just to secure this end. Okay, so I have this. I'm just going to distribute the gathers evenly. Okay, I think this is better here. So the next thing I will do is to take this to my sewing machine and join these sides together. I'm just going to join these sides together this way. So I have this here. This is the wrong side, this is the right side. So the next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to pin the right side of this band to the right side of this bonnet. Remember the length of the band is 20 inches, while the length of the circumference of the bonnet is 22 inches. So at some point you will need to stretch a bit. That's the whole idea of the band. We want it to stay on the head. This is what I have. Remember the right sides together. So the next thing I will do now is to take this to the sewing machine and just sew along the circumference here. So this is what we have here, and we'll turn it to the right side, and the next thing we'll do is just to fold it in, and starting from where we joined, we're going to fold it in this way like this and just sew along this line. So see what I did? Here, this is where we joined. I'm going to fold a bit of this in, place it over this, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to fold a bit of this over this. So this is what I have here. So I'm just going to take this to my machine and sew along this line. So this is what we have here. So this is what it looks like, and this is very, you can expand this. So if you find this video helpful, kindly like this video, subscribe and share our videos. Thank you so very much.